Hey everybody, Uncle Bart here for College Cuisine. Today we're going to be doing pasta fazool. It's a request from my friend Kriegsman out in California. He calls it pasta fagioli. That's the fancy name when a restaurant wants to charge you 19 bucks a bowl instead of 12 cents a bowl at home with Nonna Palata there, whatever. So here it is, the main ingredients. Onion, garlic, a can of cannellini beans, and pasta. You can use shells or ditalini. I like shells because I just like the shape. We had them when I was a kid. And it's very simple. Start with turning the water on to boil. And the thing is, this is going to take so long, we can get all the mise en place done. So here we go. First thing we're going to do is extricate the garlic from the cloves, from all the little teeny tiny skins. Now, there's one way you could do this. There we go. Take out a few aggressions. There we go. Garbage bowl down behind the sink. And then the little skins here. Oh, this one popped up pretty good. So let me get a little container here to put the finished skins in. The other ones, when they, oh wow, these are, well, that's a dead one. Oof. The great thing about pasta fazool is you can do anything with it. When we were kids, my dad used to make what's called pigskin braciole. Braciole is rolled flat steak, usually flank, something like that, with spices. You roll it up, brown it, and put it in the sauce. My dad would do the same thing with pigskin, and he put in the sauce, and you cook it for 3-4 hours. It came out incredibly good. Well, my dad, when he was in the good mood, would put it in the pasta fazool. It was out of this world. I used to love it. Other members of my family, shall we say, didn't. So me and my dad usually had the lion's share of the pigskin. I made it once when I lived in Delaware, and when the nephews saw it, they turned a little green. But when they tasted it, they liked it, but I never made it for them again. In fact, a few years ago, I tried doing homemade bacon. That was a disaster, because I took the skin off, and I tried to cook it. Oh, golly Moses, it was bad. So I have not done that in a long time. But who knows, with this course coming up, you never know what we're going to do. So here we go, chopping up the old onion, garlic here. And a little bit we'll get to the onions. Now, when the skins don't come off so easy, I taught one of my other students, get out your aggression. Take matters into your own hand. And just, hold on a second, let's get rid of some of this paper here. I'm hoping you can see this on camera. Jeez. Pull this back a little bit. There we go. Clean that to the garbage. Take your cloves of garlic. There we go. Oop. Somebody got away. Crush them. And you can just get rid of the skins. Throw it right into the little pan here. And of course, when we do the onion, actually, it'll be better and easier. Now, one thing to take note, if you want, you can do this with dry cannellini beans, boil it all yourself. Knock yourself out. And maybe I'll put up a video soon about how to do that. But it's already in the can. It's perfectly done. It's no sin to use canned stuff. I keep telling people that. Except tomato sauce. I mean jarred tomato sauce. We won't mention any brand names because we don't want to be sued. And but canned tomatoes, of course, the whole tomatoes, that you have to use. Otherwise, you have nothing to make sauce with. Unless, like I once said, oh, that's right, I got to redo that basic tomato sauce episode. When we were kids, my dad would buy 3-4 bushels of Rome tomatoes And for 2 days, all we did was cook tomatoes, pass them through the sieve, and jar them. And it generally lasted almost a year. Because my dad, who would make 10 quarts of sauce at a shot, would say, Bartoli, go downstairs, get 4 jars. Or 5 jars, depending on what he wanted to do. And let me tell you, that was some of the best tomato sauce you'll ever have in your life. I mean, I cook like my dad, but I still can't equal his. Now, here we have our onion. And for this, take off the skin. I don't like to take off the first layer of onion unless I'm doing a lot of this and I keep it for stock. So, and truth be told, you can't even feed this to the chickens because chickens won't eat onions. In fact, no animal eats onions voluntarily unless it's ground up and you can't tell it's onions. We're the only animals that really eat onion. So, and that's because of the natural defenses. You know, the reason why you get burning eyes when doing onions is because the spray gets in your eyes and it makes acid. So you stop. I just breathe through my mouth like that when I'm peeling a lot, and I mean a lot of onions. Oh wow, I'm about to lose power, so I'm gonna have to switch cameras. Let's do that right now. Cut, print, new camera. Okay, we're back with a different camera. There's a little battery like going beep, beep, we're dying. Let's continue. Onion peeled. Now to dice it up. Let me use my chef's knife here. I want to show you a little bit of how to do this. This is my good chef's knife. And hold it like this. Remember, if you hold it like this, like I do, Amberell's going to get you. There we go. Cut it right through the root. And what happens is it gives you onions that can stay together while you chop it up. Now, I ain't too good at this, like I said, because of my arm, but we'll get as good as we can right here. Oh, this is pretty good. It's almost a brunoise. Ooh, Frenchy. Keep those fingers in. They gotta last you a lifetime. Now, while all this has been going on, I got the water on here full tilt. So that by the time we start making this, I'll start the pasta, and then we will lamp dissolve to the end, where we'll add a bit of the pasta water to the Fazool part to make more of a sauce. All right, here we go. Garbage. And there we have it. Put this into a container. Using my Graham Care scraper. Graham Care was one of the TV cooks I used to watch when I was a kid. He was on every day on Channel 2 in New York. And sometimes I just watched him during lunch hour because I used to walk home for school for lunch. And then, of course, every Wednesday we had half a day for CCD. Oh, that's where public school kids go to get their Catholic education up in New York. Oh, almost forgot. Here we got the garlics. And these aren't too big, so what I do with this is I do a chop like this. Get this bite out of the way. Bring it together. If I could find my mezzaluna, I'd be using that. He helps you down, and then do the chop. And as it gets smaller, it's easier to chop, so you're not eating big chunks of garlic. Now, truth be told, sometimes when I do this, I'll put in 2 or 3 bulbs and literally just crack the garlic, because I can eat garlic till the cows come home. It don't bother me at all, thank God. Now this, we can all get into with the onions here, into the same container. Voila. And let's get ready to start frying this up and make the soup. Don't need that no more, thank you, Graham. And I'll be using my second camera to get some of the action on here. So let's go get the fire started underneath the pan here. Turn on this camera. Let's see if I can sync this up a little bit better than I did last time, which was pretty darn bad. Here we go. It's on. And the battery power is good, unlike before. Now, into this, we're going to pour some extra virgin olive oil. Let's see how we get. Oh, okay. It's not a great shot, but it's good enough right now. Voila. A good half a cup. Because then you're going to put some. There we go. That's the oil. And now, oh, I did all that and didn't hit the record button, schnook. All right. There we go. A little olive oil ain't gonna hurt. And now in goes the vegetation. And let's let that cook. As always, add some salt. And in this case, a good half teaspoon. Alright, so here we go. The fazools are ready to go in. And that's if I timed this right. Look at that, how nice the onions and garlic came out. Pour these bad boys in. Voila. Now you save this. I'll show you in a little bit. Stir the fazools in with the onion and the garlic. And again, even though it's canned, you gotta salt it. Just not a lot. A good pinch. Like that. And one more. Now, the water here is ready to put the pasta in. Let's see if I can get this camera like that. See? There you go. Well, it's a little crooked like an old episode of Batman. But we salt up the water. Like that. Good tablespoon of salt. Get that out of the way. Here is the box of shells. In we go. Now technically this is only a half a box of shells. Why do the whole pound? It's only going to be for 2 or 3 people tonight. Now I can't tip this over, but here we go. Stirring the shells in the boiling water. And then of course, put this just off-centered to bring the water to the boil quicker. And over here, tilt that down a little bit. There we go. Alright, it's a little Batman-y, but that's okay. See how it's simmering? And we're going to keep this very low for a while. When the pasta is done, we're going to put a good bit of that pasta water in with the fazools to make the full soup. Alright? Oh, hey everybody, we're back. We're just about to pour off the pasta into the strainer. I can't show you that. I can. There we go. Yeah, you'll be able to see a little bit of it. This is my can of olive oil here. This we'll use in a minute. So shut everything down. There we go. Now, take that container and fill it up with pasta water, because you want this, in case the pasta gets a little too thick, don't worry about those few pastas in there. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Take some more of the pasta. There we go. Now, this over here, so it don't fall on me. Very good. Pour off the pasta. Now, John Favreau wrote on his chef show that he would forget to collect the pasta water, and he tried to scoop it up before it drained out. That's why I put it into a bowl. So you take this back into the pot here. So we have the pasta. And now we put in the beans. There we have it. Pasta Fazool. All right, this camera's going down, so goodbye. Man, these batteries do not last long. There we go. You can see that, right? There. Now, for a serving suggestion, we do this. My little Chinese food container. I love these things. You put some pasta fazool, some of the water. This goes over here with the cover on it. That's tonight's dinner. And on this you put some extra virgin olive oil. There we go. So the rest of that we'll put into the rest of the fazool. Thank you much. And a little bit of Pecorino Romano cheese. I like a little bit of cheese on my pasta fazool. And of course, a few grinds of pepper. Ooh, this puppy's coming off. Damn. See the things you watch on live TV, sort of. So there you got it, guys. Pasta fazool for my friend Mike Kriesman. This is Uncle Bart for College Cuisine. Eat more and enjoy. See you soon for another great recipe on College Cuisine. Good night.
There's not enough light.